In the Know, a radio program talking to the newsmakers in Ogle, Lee, DeKalb counties and beyond, keeping you in the know. Here's your host, Charles Van Horn.
Good morning, and joining us in studio, Sarah Meyers, volunteer program coordinator for DeKalb Cornfest. Good morning.
Good morning.
Excited to have you here. Cornfest, I know this is, springtime, but Cornfest will be here before you know it. What weekend is it again?
Cornfest is in August. It is August 22nd through 24th this year.
And laying the groundwork now. Always so many moving parts and pieces to make this event happen. You guys start planning it, I assume, right after the last garbage can is rolled away, right?
Oh, yes. It's before the previous fest is even over. We're talking about, we could do this for next year. We could do that for next year. We've already had our first board meeting for the season. And my volunteer co-chair and I have already been hard at work going over what worked last year, what didn't work, and we're going to get it started for this year.
And now this is the exciting time because, when Cornfest is around and you're like, I could really help out with that, but then you just don't get the chance to. Mm-hmm. Now's the time to jump on board.
Now is the time. Yes, I know it's only March, but we just want to get this on people's brains so they can put it in their calendars. The sign-up will be available in the next couple weeks, and then it's out there for you to sign up for yourself until probably the very beginning of August is when we'll cut that off.
So what are some of the duties people can sign up to volunteer to do?
We have a lot of different things. So, if you're worried about any mobility issues or things like that, we have something for everybody. Our biggest need will be setup for Thursday and then Friday morning. We had some great volunteers for that last year, but we definitely need more. Corn boil on Saturday. I know everybody wants to come to the corn boil for that free corn. We need 20, 30 volunteers for that. That's a big draw. We have need for servers in the beer garden. You don't have to be a bartender for that. As long as you can open cans and bottles, you're good to go.
And memorize who gets what.
Right.
Blue shirt, this beer. I've done those bartending gigs before like that. It can get difficult sometimes to remember who is getting what.
Yes, they take those beers very seriously. But those positions need to be 21 and over. We do have bar back positions. Those need to be 18 and over. That's helping just fill up ice troughs, hand the cans and bottles to the beer servers if need be. We also have volunteers for the beer garden gate. That involves cash transactions or credit card transactions, handing out the wristbands. But security will be right there, so there's never any concern for that. And then we also need some help Saturday and Sunday mornings. I think that's like a 9 to 11 sort of thing, just to kind of go around, see if there's any trash that needs to be picked up or if anything is out of sorts. If a raccoon came by and turned a table over, we'll need to pick that table up.
Those pesky raccoons. Yeah. Cornfest coming up in August. Sarah, big lineup of events happening this year. What are some of the highlights of Cornfest this year?
Oh, we're so excited. I don't know. The music lineup is out there. If you go to cornfest.com, we've got it on there, and as well as our Facebook page, DeKalb Cornfest. Our big Saturday night draw is we've got Color Me Bad and a whole bunch of other guys from that genre. It's going to be such a good time.
Oh, throwbacks indeed. R&B fans of the mid-90s. Do you have to have stonewashed jeans and a bright neon pink and green windbreaker to attend?
Not required, but I'd highly recommend.
Oh, fantastic. DeKalb Cornfest. You mentioned the website with the list of all the events. What's that website again?
Our regular website is cornfest.com. You can also find us on Facebook if you search DeKalb Cornfest.
And Sarah, if somebody wants to volunteer, obviously volunteers for that weekend, but there's probably other duties that can take place before Cornfest starts, I'm sure. How do they get a hold of you and become a part of the Legion of Cornfest volunteers?
If you want that lovely matching shirt, go ahead and email us at volunteercornfest@gmail.com. And Jessica or I will get back to you.
What does the T-shirt look like this year? Has that been designed yet?
We have the main Cornfest shirt design, but I'm not sure what color the volunteer shirt is.
Because they're always a bright color, right?
They are, yes.
Yeah, like a bright green or a bright pink or a bright blue. You should do electric blue this year. I like that one.
Last year they were orange. The year before that they were a lovely shade of blue.
Fantastic. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Next up this morning, Karina Evenson with Tails Humane Society. Good morning.
Good morning.
Glad to have you with us. You guys always do a lot of fun stuff. Of course, taking care of getting fur babies into homes, that's your big priority. But none of that comes easy or inexpensively. And you guys have a fundraiser coming up on the 20th of March involving jewelry. What's that all about?
Yes, we do. We have our Sip and Sparkle Jewelry Swap. This is where participants will take in 3 to 5 pieces of gently used unwanted jewelry, because we all have pieces of jewelry that we've had sitting in our drawer or in the jewelry box, or an accessory, a bow tie, a scarf, a handbag, something like that we purchased to go with an outfit for an event that we will never use again. So this is a great opportunity to exchange that for something new, something exciting.
It'll be an event that'll also involve sipping. I would imagine that's going to be perhaps some wine.
Yes. Each ticket holder will get a free drink ticket for your first drink, and there will be an open cash bar.
And lots of fun stuff going to be happening, too. You're going to have a photo booth and entertainment and surprises. And all proceeds will benefit Tails Humane Society. It takes a lot of donations to keep a place like Tails going. What are some of the expenses you guys have that this will help offset?
Yeah, this will help offset our spay and neuters for our animals, our medical care costs, our food, our treats and toys. It just really helps us maintain our shelter and give our animals the best chance at adoption.
And if you're interested in adopting a pet, there is a website you can go to see all the great kitties and puppies that are available.
Yep, www.tailshumanesociety.org.
Check that out. The Sip and Sparkle, you got to get the tickets online. Will tickets be available at the door as well?
Tickets will not be available at the door, but you can get your ticket at our website.
And that's going to be on Thursday, the 20th, from 6 to 8 p.m. at Bloom & Gardens in Sycamore. Tails Humane Society Sip and Sparkle Jewelry Swap 2025. Karina, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Good morning. Joining us in studio, marketing coordinator, director. How's the proper title for that?
Marketing manager, or just don't call me late for dinner.
There you go. Andy Jackson of Sinnissippi Centers. Good morning.
Good morning.
Glad to have you here. Exciting expansion for Sinnissippi. You guys are going to be opening an office in Byron. That'll be a great help to not only your organization, but the community, too.
Absolutely, yeah, and it should be open soon. We don't have an update at this time on the exact date. There's still some processes happening right now that I don't think that we have a clear indication of when that'll be, taken care of. That's beyond our control. But it will be our third office in Ogle County, actually.
Wow.
And it's an indication, though, of the demand for services in and around Ogle County, because some of those clients are not residents of Ogle County. They're coming in from other counties. So that's why we decided to establish a third office in Ogle County. And it's, it's going to be at 212 West Blackhawk Drive in Byron. That's going to be the location. So it's going to be on what I would call, I guess, the main drag of Byron. So it'll be a very visible office. It'll be very easy to locate. We're right in there with Athletico, and I believe it's UW-Madison in that area, and it's going to be a good, convenient location for those in Byron who in the past had probably primarily been going to our Oregon office, but possibly also our Rochelle office. Yeah,
and the Rochelle office located here on 251 Oregon office. Where's that located?
100 Jefferson. That's near the river.
If somebody wants to find out more about Sinnissippi, how to find any of your offices, and to make an appointment or seek help on any matter of issues, how do they reach you guys?
I think the best place to start is just the website, Sinnissippi.org. You can click on the location tab for all of our offices and hours and all of that. And there's a wealth of information on our links page. We list most of our services there. So I think Sinnissippi.org is a great place to start.
And if you are in a need or crisis or anything, don't hesitate. The time to call is now.
Yeah, and 988 is a convenient way to do that. You can call, text, or chat on 988. It also connects with local resources as well when you use 988.
Andy Jackson, thank you so much. Good morning, and joining us, Skip Sage, manager of the On-Call Imaging Center. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
On-Call Imaging Center, always a great resource for those needing diagnostic work under the hood, so to speak, regarding their own personal anatomy. First off, imaging in general, what are the kinds of scans and services you guys offer?
We're a multimodality center, so we offer MR, CT, ultrasound, X-ray, mammography, and also bone density and body composition.
That is a lot of different ways that you will ask people kindly to remain still. One thing that always is a challenge sometimes when you have to have those scans is how do you trick yourself into staying still long enough for the scan to take place? Do you have any tips you give patients?
Well, the nice thing is things have changed so much and technology has gotten so much better that it's less than seconds that they really just have to hold still and hold their breath.
So your guys' equipment is faster. It's not like the old days where you had to.
All new equipment, state-of-the-art equipment. So very lucky to have. We have a beautiful center. I think I have over 40 years of management experience in not only hospitals, but also in centers similar to this. And then when I say similar to this center is by far the nicest, beautifulest center I've been with. It's basically an imaging center that's been dropped into like a spa-like atmosphere. So a really, really nice place. As soon as patients walk in the front door, they love it. So
making people comfortable and not that, but getting them the answers that they or their doctors need. On-call, is it sort of a private thing, or do you guys accept insurance and work with folks on getting everything paid for?
Yeah, we're very transparent with our pricing, but we do have all the major insurances. We also have Medicare and Medicaid. We also have a very good cash pay price in case a patient does not have insurance or has an extremely high deductible. They can go that route. So a lot of different options for people.
Getting an MRI or any other type of scan work done, you guys make it easy. Is there appointment time issues? Is this going to be one of those things where, because I think we've all experienced this at some point in our lives where we need to get something checked out and then the doctor stresses it's kind of urgent and then they say, great, 8 months from now you can get it done.
Yeah. We usually can do same day, next day. We're open basically from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and then also on Saturdays from 7:30 to 1. So a lot of different options for people. And we'll accommodate. If somebody wanted to come in on a Sunday, we'll accommodate it if we have to. So.
Now, if I have an order from my doctor to get an MRI done, how does that process work to have you guys take care of me?
It's pretty easy. All you need to tell your doctor is that you want to go to on-call imaging, and they need to send you there. You have the right to go where you want to go.
One thing with imaging that always seems to happen is it's great. You lay down, you put on the generous robe, whatever it is needs to be done to get your scans. And then like weeks later, you'll get another bill from like a radiologist or somebody who examines what was scanned. Does that occur with on-call imaging? Is there sort of a 1-2 punch there?
No, not at all. Again, transparency. So you get one bill. That's for the imaging procedure and the radiologist. So we bill for them. So you get one bill, and then you do not, similar to some hospitals that charge a facility charge, we do not charge that. So you get one bill only.
And if somebody wants to find out more about On-Call Imaging Center, do you guys have a website?
We do. It is oncallimaging.net.
And where are you guys located at?
We are on Highway 30 and 40, right on the corner, and that's in Rock Falls, Illinois.
Are there any specials or discounts or deals going on with On-Call Imaging Center?
Well, we do. We've extended one of our deals. February is Heart Month, and what we were doing was CT calcium scoring test. and we have a great price of $59. What it gives the patient, basically the amount of calcium in their coronary arteries, which then gives the doctor, a score, whether in the future you're subject to being a high risk, low risk of having some type of a cardiac event. We do not need an order from your doctor. All we need is a doctor to send the report to. What we've done, we had such a, just really astounding number of people that wanted to get this done. So we've extended through the month of March the special price of $59. All they need to do is call On-Call Imaging at 815-625-1718 to schedule. And I live in Rochelle. I drive here every day. So I get in on 88, come right here, get off on Highway 30, come right to the center. Takes me about 45 to 50 minutes. So easy drive, great price. Everybody should get this done for a baseline.
All right. Now a really tough question for you. Which knee gets MRI'd the most, right or left knee?
I'm going to go with the right. But
you think that's the dominant one?
I would say that's usually the dominant. So
Skip from On-Call Imaging Center. Find them on the internet at oncallimaging.net. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this week's In the Know. The program returns next week at this time with another great conversation with someone from your community.